So what we're gonna be watching, guys, is gonna be Ronda Rousey, 7v2. I gotta say, guys, Ronda Rousey really lost a lot of credibility lately, in my opinion. Why I say that? She does not know how to lose very well, and she does not know how to be a entertainer.
Interview with Nikita and Emmy. Who is Emmy?
Okay, there we go. Sorry, it was a video playing for. I don't know why. Playing that video. Um, and yeah, I mean, like, yeah, she became like I want to say like a laughing stock or anything like that. But I think her ego really got in the way with of like how popular she could have gotten in like WWE. Yeah, she hates losing. Yeah. No, I don't get exhausted by doing art. By the way, I love doing art. Art is what brings me happiness. It's a good hobby slash career. But at the end of the day, if I can't make it into a full career, at the end of the day, it's a really good stress reliever and that kind of stuff for me. That's just me personally. I just love creating something new. But yeah. So we're watching a video about Ronda Rousey. Yo, before we get the video, I just want to let you guys know this is the community page that we just finished. It's based on my art book, and you guys, people requested their own Pacific Penguin into this art book. If you guys want to be part of it, you guys can check out my stream for the next art book that I'm working on. It's called The Cat Adventures. But yeah, keep a lookout for more details for that. And other than that, enjoy the video. And yeah.
She might have 17 million followers, but with only a couple thousand likes per post, it's safe to say Ronda Rousey has only a few active fans. Through hypocrisy, a massive ego, and undeniable delusion, Ronda Rousey has become one of the most unlikable athletes ever, recently wrecking her final career opportunity and sparking a mass exodus of social media followers. So why are people so happy to see her fail? Well, arrogance, that's why.
What makes me so confident that I can win is I'm the greatest fighter in the world.
Now, in the beginning, Ronda's arrogant statements were at least partially justified. She'd spent 4 years winning every fight available, although there was one massive issue.
Damn.
9 out of her 12 fights were won using the exact same.
The armbar. Which, okay, yeah, I mean, they could say that same thing with like, what was the boxer that everybody hated? Because he was like always grabbing and wasting the time. Wow, I can't believe I'm brain farting. Who was that boxer? Okay, somebody let me know. Somebody let me know. I just forgot what his name is. Wow, I just forgot his name. I'm like brain farting right now. Oh my god. All right, whatever.
Same move, submission via armbar. Fans would therefore label Ronda a one-trick pony because while being extremely skilled at armbars, she was seriously lacking in other MMA areas. As far back as 2012, people wrote, "Does anyone else think Ronda Rousey is greatly overrated? Her striking game is almost non-existent. Is she a good judoka? Absolutely. Is she a good mixed martial artist? Not at all."
And Ronda had a very limited approach. She didn't kick, and she wasn't necessarily the most skillful boxer. She didn't really have a tremendous amount of experience.
Her lack of striking ability has since been featured in compilations such.
Well, look, here's the thing. That's not the worst thing in the world. I mean, if her strength submission, then I don't see nothing wrong with that. Am I wrong in saying that? Yo, what up? Oh, yo, Patroli, how's it going? Welcome, nice drawing. Thank you. It's our penguin community, which we're gonna be. We should be finished this tonight. And then, oh my god, I cannot wait. We're gonna start on a brand new project that has to do with like PC plates slash exclusive limited edition art prints. And I cannot wait to talk to you guys about the idea next. I already have the squares ready to go, kind of thing. I didn't have a chance to sketch anything out yet, so we'll do some sketching tonight, and then hopefully I'll get something done before stream on Saturday and get that going and all that. I've been like delaying a lot of things lately. It's because I've not been sleeping well, and I've been having some health problems. I'm not trying to get too much into it, but that's what's going on with me right now. So I'm sorry, like I'm not, having like my art prepared anymore, guys, or as much right now. But I'll let you guys know what's going on, like everything. What moves does she do? Oh, she's more of a submissioner than anything else. And yeah.
such as this one, while people were even commenting at her peak, anytime I need inspiration, I watch her hit a heavy bag or shadow box. If she can make it to the UFC with that sloppy garbage, then anything is possible. Despite her obvious weak spots, Ronda maintained her arrogance.
I know the level my striking is at, and that's one of the advantages that I have is they don't really know.
Which even extended to her personal life.
I really wouldn't want to waste any time on a guy that is easily intimidated by me. I mean, there's more intimidating things in life than me. So if that stopped you already, then you're just saving my time.
Although there was no better example of arrogance than her 12th and final UFC win. Ronda won the fight with a clumsy knockout punch, but still walked away with an egotistical look on her face, as if she couldn't be beaten by anyone. Ronda refused to show even the smallest bit of humility, and as explained by one of the comments, this was probably the worst thing that could have happened to Rousey. This fight was her down.
That's true. I mean, she got way too confident. I think she got kind of lazy because she was like a top of the world kind of thing. And let's be honest, I think when people are winning so much, I think people just end up like kind of like not trying as hard, right? Because you're winning so much, you're doing the thing. But in MMA, ooh.
Downfall as it made her far too confident in her bad striking, and she never felt the need to improve anything, which was especially bad given her next opponent was Holly Holm, a 19-time boxing world champion. In the lead up to their fight, Holly was humble and extremely kind.
As far as Ronda's performances, not just some of them have been impressive, all of them have been impressive, so I mean, nobody can argue with that.
While Ronda was extremely rude, maintaining that nobody could ever beat her.
Beating Holly Holmes is definitely in my hands, and I'm gonna do it.
Ronda's arrogance was even worse in other interviews.
I'm great at this. I'm the best at this. I'm more prepared than she is for this, and I'm gonna win on Sunday. And everyone's gonna see.
Still refusing to show a single shroud of humility.
Wow.
I'm better than every other girl in every area of MMA. MMA striking is different, and I think I'm the best at it.
When the day of their fight finally came, Holly offered to touch gloves, yet Ronda Rousey refused. And while Ronda had just 4 weeks prior stated,
She can try and kick me in the head, but it's not gonna go like that. Not the way she wants.
this is exactly how the fight ended. Holly knocked Ronda out with a kick to the head, with Ronda's face from before and after the fight confirming she'd been completely humbled. Well, just kidding. Ronda refused to accept that Holly was simply better.
I think that it's probably just hard for her to really maybe admit that. I was just the better fighter.
And instead began to make braggy excuses for why she lost the match.
It was my third title fight in 9 months, and I don't think anyone's ever even attempted that before. And that's a lot.
Oh no, dude. No, man. Sorry, guys. I'm getting my paper so I can start inking it. But no, Ronda, no. You should have just taken your loss as a learning experience to get better for your next fight instead of excuses. It's weird. Like, what the fudge? What is wrong with you? No, I'm just kidding. No, she should have just taken her loss and be more humble about it. Let's be honest. There you go. Sorry about that, guys.
I think the one thing that was different, I just kind of felt tired.
Ronda then tried to make the audience feel bad for her.
What am I anymore if I'm not this? And I was literally sitting there and I'm nothing. I'm like, what do I do anymore? No one gives a shit about me anymore without this.
Although the comment section wasn't having any of it. You know, Ronda's ego was so out of control and she thought herself unbeatable. She had no respect for anyone and trashed all of her opponents.
Yeah,
she deserved to get knocked out and brought down to earth. In an article titled "Rooting for Ronda Rousey is Tough, and it has nothing to do with her loss," ESPN highlighted that Ronda had publicly smeared Floyd Mayweather for his history of domestic violence, yet she was dating another MMA fighter who had been accused of domestic violence himself.
What?
To make matters worse, the article brought up Ronda's 2015 book, in which she talked extensively.
What the? Wait. Bro, no, dude, no. I'm gonna be honest, like seeing all this stuff, like with like celebrities and you know relationships, all that kind of stuff, man. It's like at a point, just just keep to yourself, honestly, to a point, right?
extensively about assaulting her ex-boyfriend. She punched him in the face with a straight right then a left hook. When he still wouldn't move, she slapped him again, then grabbed him by the neck of his hoodie, kneed him in the face, and tossed him aside on the kitchen floor. The incident ended, she said, at her car when he tried to prevent her from driving away, and she pulled him by the neck of the hoodie again, dragged him out onto the sidewalk, and left him writhing there. This might explain why Ronda also began to claim that she could beat the male heavyweight UFC champion, stating, "You cannot tell me that it's physically impossible.
No.
It is possible that in any given moment that I could beat him. I simply believe in my possibilities." UFC fighter Ian McCall politely responded, "She's dangerous, she's good. I get it, but it's just silly." Meanwhile, on Reddit, people dunked on Ronda mercilessly. In any given moment, under the right circumstances, I think it is possible. Sure, but armbarring a man while he is sleeping is just a dick move. But hey, it's Ronda. A different user then shared this video showing that Ronda couldn't even keep up during a sparring session, and therefore added the comment, "With this video, anyone with the deduction skills of an 8-year-old would have to say a 250-pound..."
Bro, like, she just couldn't, like, take her loss. Like, what is she doing, dude? Like, she just couldn't take her loss at all. Sorry, I'm, like, getting something right now. But, like, holy hell, dude. No wonder she's really hated. No wonder. She was never humble at all.
Kane would have as much trouble with Rousey as maybe a really angry toy poodle. Ironically, Ronda couldn't even win against those in her own division, which only became more obvious in her next fight after Holly Holm. 1 year after getting owned by Holly, Ronda tried to make her comeback by fighting an even harder opponent, Amanda Nunes, who knocked Ronda out after only 48 seconds. Ronda's face from before and after the fight was again extremely poetic, with the top comment stating Holly took her to school and Amanda straight up expelled her. Such an embarrassing loss for one of the most arrogant, ungracious fighters in MMA. Love to see it. In the lead up to the fight, the media had said about Ronda,
"If she doesn't win impressively, I think this is her last fight. If she loses, I don't think we ever see her again."
Which turned out to be true, although Ronda still refused to admit that she wasn't the better fighter.
Do you think about the last couple fights? Do you think about the last fight against Amanda or Holly?
I think I'd just rather not talk about that right now.
Poor Ronda, she still can't get over those 2 losses in the UFC. You can clearly tell every time someone asks her questions about her return to MMA. She'd post a photo to her Instagram reading, "And so rock bottom became the solid foundation on which I rebuilt my life," which turned out to be accurate, as she'd soon find another chance at repairing her public image. In January 2018, Ronda Rousey signed a full-time WWE contract.
But you're doing this full time now, right?
Which, honestly, that was a perfect move. Honestly, entertainment, set up matches, have fun, and just kind of go with it, right? And you don't have to be always with the champion or anything like that. Just have fun with it, learn the craft, and then she did a good job in her in her debut match with Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. People loved her. People were a fan of her again. People want to see more of her. But what happened was, it's like she took it too serious, and that's when her downfall happened.
This is your job?
Full time. They got me for a multi-year deal.
And after her debut match, she was surprisingly loved by the audience. The Washington Post wrote, "The match exceeded expectations, with fans firmly behind Rousey, even breaking out into yes chants at points, while comments on the debut video read, 'Glad to see her smiling again. Reminds me of when she first started her MMA career. She was so genuine here. Hard to see why anyone could hate her. I'm actually excited to see her. I just hope Vince doesn't screw this up.' Although, as highlighted by a later comment reading, 'It's impressive how she managed to turn both the MMA and wrestling fan bases against her. Her WWE likability wouldn't last long,' because the show chose to pin Ronda against an even more beloved wrestler, Becky Lynch, and as a result, Ronda was painted as the villain and booed by fans during every single match. As a part of their storyline, Becky was arrested, posting the mugshots to her Twitter where Ronda completely lost it. That's what I'm trying to do, dumbass. You hobbling around trying to be a ginger crutch ninja and taking fake prison photos in the hallway isn't helping."
See, this is what I mean. She took it way too serious. It's WWE wrestling, and it's entertainment, right? It's a show. is a drama, soap opera, what do you want to call it? But at the end of the day, it's a show, and she didn't want to keep kayfabe, where that means it's like continue with the illusion ish kind of thing. Like people already know that it's a show, it's planned out, all this kind of stuff. That's already been destroyed like a long time ago, since like the 90s or something, with like Triple H, and Kevin Nash and Shawn Michaels and all that. But like there is still a way that you could still trick the new fans, and also you could still trick some people of like, huh, they must really do hate each other. Holy shit, that kind of thing, right? To kind of keep the tense, make it fun, make it cool, just like how The Rock did and Cody Rhodes did in WrestleMania, leading up to WrestleMania 40 and stuff. So, but yeah, what was wrong with her is that yeah, she just took it way too serious. Like especially with this tweet right here, it's so dumb. Like they made this right here because she's literally like the strongest, like she's like the biggest baby face in WWE at the time. She still kind of is. I mean, she is the world heavyweight champion right now, or women's champion. Um, you go back and get the Ronda, you go back and get the belt because I didn't come this far to collect it from Stephanie. I came all the way to take it from you. And that's just like simple banter, not serious, just simple banter. And she went like more of a serious route, like that's what I'm trying to do, dumbass. You hobbling around trying to get a Ginger Crush ninja, taking a fake prison photos in a hallway isn't helping.
Like, lost it. That's what I'm trying to do, dumbass. You hobbling around trying to be a Ginger Crush ninja and taking fake prison photos in the hallway isn't helping. Becky responded with, keep that F word out of your mouth and concentrate on getting better at this business instead of trying to remain above it. Looking forward to seeing you real soon. Ronda then responded again stating, F word? You mean fake? Fake like your nonsensical BS armbar that doesn't even work and just looks like you're holding the dick you wish you.
This is the reason why people ended up not liking her in the WWE. Instead of something like simple of like I'm gonna beat your ass on WrestleMania, I'm gonna get you back or something like that, right? No, she ended up writing this stuff like a dumbass. Like I'm sorry, it's just, bro, it's entertainment. You gotta continue with the entertainment. Like, oh yeah, like because okay, so here's the reason why it's really dumb. Because in the show, it showed like, oh, she was really in pain, she was losing it, she got beat up by her, etc., stuff like that, right? And then on Twitter, oh, you mean fake? You mean script? Like, bro, just continue to banter, man. Like, what the fudge? Yes, Luco, we're about to watch a video after this about that. We're about to watch it, like in 4 minutes. So stay tuned, Luco. We're about to talk about it.
Had before doubling down by writing, I don't care what the script says, I'm beating the living shit out of you the next time I see you. But while the drama seemed to have been set up by the show, Ronda continued to bash the WWE on her YouTube channel.
It's not an act. I'm not going out there and doing their fucking act anymore. I meant that I'm going to disrespect the sport that they all love so much. It's scripted, it's made up, it's not real.
Less than a month later, WWE took Ronda off the show, yet she only continued to bash them, writing, anyone who is outraged by me calling pro wrestling fake fights for fun has never been in a real fight. While you all are tiptoeing around bruising some pro wrestlers' huge soft egos, no one is thinking about all the real fighters you're insulting when pretending pro wrestling is somehow on the same level of realism. Ronda then appeared on Steve-O's podcast again calling wrestling fake.
Having like fake fights for fun. I love choreography, I love acting, I love theater.
Before bravely bashing her fans.
Spending my time on energy on a bunch of fucking ungrateful fans that don't even appreciate me.
And claiming she'd never return to WWE again.
I'll never to be full-time again over 200 days a year like that ever again.
The irony was that 3 years later, Ronda did exactly that, albeit with the attitude that she was too good to even be there. Can't speak for anyone else, but for me, it really shone through that she wasn't enjoying herself, especially with the complaints about fan reactions. She never looked like she wanted to be there and acted like pro wrestling was beneath her. Whether true or not, it's how it came off.
But you know what would have been nice? She could have played off of that and become the biggest villain in WWE. Become one of the biggest character like wrestlers like the character, she could create her something like smug or something like become one of the biggest heel in WWE, but instead her ego uh got the better of her. Now like she literally got booed off of WWE and lost millions of dollars to future revenue because of her ego couldn't like handle it and just continue with the fun and entertainment. She's so like, bro, she had everything going for her. They gave her the belt, they gave her the main event, they gave her this, they gave her that, and yeah.
Hashtag Fire Ronda Rousey therefore began to trend on Twitter, which became a reality only 4 months later, as she'd be booted from wrestling again. With almost zero career prospects, Ronda Rousey agreed to an extensive Raid Shadow Legends deal, and has spent the last year writing another book, the release of which has made her a total laughingstock. Over the last month, she's promoted the book on various podcasts, leading to a Reddit post showing that 9 years later, Ronda Rousey is still making excuses for losing to Holly Holm.
My mouth guard was bad. I literally came into that fight concussed from slipping down some stairs already after our.
No, dude. Just take your loss. People, believe it or not, people will actually respect you if they actually see you like, hey, you know what? So you know what? She has some weakness. She got humble. She's being humble about this. I like her. No, not bro. Been 9 years, man. You lost. You should just. Oh my god.
All of these years of concussions, and then I had absolutely terrible weight cut, which that means you have less fluid in your brain to protect it.
Ronda then made even more excuses on Steve-O's podcast.
I have no ACL. I tore my ACL falling down that stairs 2 weeks before that fight, the home fight.
Leading to some pretty funny comments such as, tore my ACL, had a concussion, bad weight cut, I had bubble guts, my car wouldn't start, my dog ate my homework, and I've had scoliosis since I was 3. So yeah, didn't really lose, did I? Ironically, Ronda also stated this.
I'm the greatest fighter that has ever lived because I've never been faster, never been stronger, never had a better grasp of the game. I've never been so much better than everybody else.
Yet when Steve-O kindly offered props to Logan Paul, Ronda Rousey refused to accept it.
How about Logan Paul? Like him or dislike him, that dude is a performer.
Yeah, I don't like Logan Paul, right? With all the stuff that he's done and stuff, but I'll tell you this. Even I will admit he is a great wrestler. And as much that I hate to admit this too, I can actually see him be the top WWE champion if he takes it really, really serious. Because he knows how to talk in the mic and he knows how to perform very well. The thing that he lacks right now is that he cannot perform the level that he does, like on the pay-per-view matches, on an everyday scale kind of thing, on an everyday kind of thing. That's why they don't have him wrestling on every single match. They don't have him coming on the show and do promos every single day, because he needs a lot of time to prep for one single match. But that's not a bad thing. It's just a thing where he's at right now. And I once he gets used to it, once he gets more hang of it, of the business and like the wrestling and like to do it like a day by day kind of thing, where like he has it down, he has a certain moves he likes doing, finisher, etc., stuff like that. I'm pretty sure that's what, like, if he takes it really, really serious, I could literally see him at the top, like WWE champion, unless obviously controversies and stuff. But other than that, but I think he'll be able to do it.
Yeah, he's great on the mic. He does a great job on the mic. But I mean, I wish that I was allowed the time to rehearse that he gets, because it's not evenly spread. It's frustrating that like everybody doesn't get that treatment.
Ronda is jealous that Logan is already a better wrestler than she ever was.
I think she might be unhappy with how her run in the WWE went, but I don't know anything really about that.
It seems Ronda Rousey has burned every bridge she could possibly burn, which when combined with her complete lack of fans, makes it highly likely her career is done and dusted.
Okay, look, I will say this. You never say never in WWE. She may really hated it or whatever, but honestly, with CM Punk coming back and some wrestlers you never thought would be coming back came back, I actually see her probably doing like a Royal Rumble guest appearance, or just showing up in WWE in some way. But yeah, I the thing is, she just ruined her own career by herself. Like of all the opportunities that she got in, I'm pretty sure they would have worked with her if she probably asked like, "Hey, can I have more time to prepare for this match?"
She might have
just like how Logan Paul does. I'm pretty sure they would tell her yes, because she was a moneymaker at first. But yeah, like I don't know, like yeah, she didn't have to work for anything WWE. Every Oregon was shut down just because Ronda was thrown in due to her popularity. When fans got tired, she cried like a baby, which she shouldn't, and she should use that heat to become a big heel, but she didn't do that, and it's just she had a perfect opportunity to become one of the biggest heel in WWE, and she ruined it. So there's a problem. She's crying about hitting rock bottom. Let's see, right back. Ronda picked the best team for such bad reputation. Yeah, it's true. Accusing Gulag of abuse because she turned into a nobody, and of course because she's a woman who listened to Gulag's side, where he said it was just an accident. She accused him of deliberately grabbing her pants drawstring. He said he accidentally touched it. She's evil. He probably will be. Yeah. I don't know anything about that, so I don't know if he's like who's who. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. She would have a much better career if she let her ego go and just like take your losses and move on from that. She would have a much better career in WWE, if anything. Because I know not people last a long time in MMA, right? Because MMA is brutal, right? A lot of like way more serious injuries, that brain injuries and stuff like that, way bad. So yeah, as soon as she lost, she should have just done a better job at WWE. She would have made millions, millions, and millions and millions. But here you go, got the best of her.